Hello and welcome to The Talking Voice. I'm your host, The Heavy Hero. Today we have a special guest with us again. Welcome back.
Thank you, The Heavy Hero. Glad to be back.
Good. Today we'll be discussing topics such as...
Indubitably.
The big bracket board, favorite video game of all time, that's happened so far, the negotiator, and I'll have to take a couple things back from my last podcast about games on phones.
That you will?
Let's begin, shall we?
Let's shall.
It's terrible.
What? It's proper grammar.
I don't believe there is such a thing as proper grammar.
I agree.
Right. So, we're going to jump right into the big bracket board today since I forget every once in a while. So last time, on the big bracket board,
Help me.
there was Riddick versus a rhino, and the Terminator versus, I think, what was 4 gorillas?
Sure.
No one knows.
There can be 4 gorillas.
Yeah. So, my vote, as you can see, is that, well, probably not because it's white on white and tiny letters, that Riddick won against the rhino, because although the rhino may have, like, you know, all that strength and the one giant horn, Riddick is just awesome.
It's just Riddick.
And the Terminator totally tore apart a whole bunch of gorillas. A lot of them. 4 of them.
That's a lot.
Yes, that's a lot of
not
gorilla. No,
gorillas.
not
My bad. That is
your bad.
my
indeed.
bad. Indubitably.
So, oh yeah, and now I have to discuss what's going on next.
Haha.
So next is, on the complete other side, it's Frank Miller from the Transporter movies versus a lion.
Ooh.
I think this one's kind of unfair because Frank Miller can't do much besides drive people around, and he doesn't have a car.
Can we give him a car?
No, that's cheating. We didn't give anybody else anything.
We gave...
No.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're
no.
right.
So, I really think poor Frank Miller is going to be eaten by a lion.
I don't know, man. It's Frank Miller.
Have you ever seen any of the Transporter movies?
Nope. Which is why I'm the worst judge at this. So let's move on.
Thinking. So, next, let's discuss our favorite games of all time.
Ooh.
I know mine already off the top of my head.
Well, then you go first, because I need to think.
Super Mario...
64.
No,
Better be.
not 64.
Such a
Super
good
Mario
game.
Legend of the Seven Stars. Super Mario
your
RPG.
RPG game.
Yes,
okay.
for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
Best game ever. It had so many characters that they'll never put in any other games, and some of them I'm thankful for, like Mallow. He can be left out. He's a crying mushroom cloud creature thing.
Sounds fun.
He was raised by frogs.
That just happened.
But they also had Gino, who was a doll transformed by stars and had like a rocket arm.
That's pretty cool.
And you could play as Bowser, and you could throw Mario around, and there was lots of really cool stuff in that one.
That sounds
Great
awesome.
Story.
That sounds awesome.
Made fun of the Power Rangers.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I might have actually really liked that game then.
Well, that wasn't like, well, that was one of the late bosses.
Okay.
There were puzzles that were difficult, and they wouldn't tell you anything. So, yours.
I'm trying to think of a really great game that I've...
You already came up with this
used.
earlier.
Yeah, but then I thought about it again. Okay, I'll just use that one. My favorite game of all time, but not really, is... Shut
But
up.
not really.
They're waiting and anticipation.
They're waiting.
Hey, there are going to be a ton of people that watch this, alright?
They're waiting.
They are all waiting. Is that better? Is that better grammar?
No,
Is that what you were trying to do?
No, not at all.
Anyway, it would be a Command and
They're
Conquer
not
game.
caring. They
I
can
love
just
Command
fast
and
forward
Conquer.
through
I
all of
absolutely
this.
love RTS's, real-time strategies, for all you guys out there. Yuri's Revenge is my favorite. It is an expansion from Red Alert 2. I just really enjoy the gameplay.
Now, does an expansion really count as the favorite game of all time?
Well, then it's Red Alert 2.
There you go.
There we go. And now
So an expansion is an
Okay,
add-on to the game. So the original game is the one that you like, would be my opinion on the subject.
yeah, it's great. Anyway, moving on.
Let's talk about a movie that is very good. How about The Negotiator with Samuel Jackson
And Kevin Spacey.
Yes, that was his name.
That's his name.
I couldn't think of it.
I had a
off the
feeling
top
you
of my
weren't going to
head.
get it, so I just said it.
I thought about it earlier, and I just couldn't remember it now.
It happens to everyone. A
Not
lot
to
of times.
me. Never to me.
Oh, boy.
But yes, The Negotiator. I think
so good.
Yeah, rated R. So those of you who are not of age, don't listen to any of this. This isn't for you.
Terrible.
Not that I'm going to talk about why it's rated R, except for lots of people get shot, and there's lots of swearing. They can swear a cuss like nobody else.
You tell them, Chris.
I will.
You tell them.
They can swear a cuss.
We get it.
But Samuel Jackson in his younger years, and Kevin Spacey in his younger years.
Everybody that was in that movie in their younger years.
No, not... Oh, what's his face?
The one... I think I know who you're talking about.
The guy who's playing the Rhino in Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Paul Giamatti!
Ah!
He's the same age.
He yelled, so I got excited.
He didn't age one bit from that time. But The Negotiator is a great film. Lots of intrigue. Happens all in like one building. Or two. Maybe three. Total of 4.
Yeah.
Right. So now I have to take some things back on what I was talking about, how crappy games are on phones. Because I found myself completely and utterly...
Addicted? I'm so happy about this.
Not quite the word I want to use.
Because he's been being so mean to me lately about playing phone games or games
so
on my phone.
Bad. I don't know why I keep playing this one.
Because it's bad. It's awful, and you're dumb for doing it.
But I'm
on the other side of this. I feel so good right now.
I've got really nothing better to do at some points in time. It's like I could sleep, or I could use all the energy and then wait for half an hour and use the energy I've gained back. And it keeps pulling me back in. Because I get to... It's called DOT, Defenders of Trexel. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, indeed.
Indubitably.
Not even. But...
Okay.
It's Pokemon-esque with the joining of different types to make better types, or actually more the same type 5 times to make a better version of it. And it just keeps pulling me back in. Eventually I'll break away and find something better. But until then, I'll probably just keep wasting time on that.
Sounds like a good plan.
No, it doesn't.
You're right. It sounds like an awful
sounds like
plan.
a bad way to go.
It is a bad way.
But that's all we've got time for today.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for joining us on The Talking Voice.
See you next time.